What's up guys? Today you all going to learn fundamentals of playing top lane, not just to win against the Mordekaiser, but also to learn some key concepts that you can use in all your top lane matches. Alright? Let's get into it. First, the overview. Mordekaiser is considered high difficulty for Camille player for various reasons. It is actually playable level 1 to 5. Camille can kind of contest the lane, maybe even get a push lead, and sometimes you get solo kill on this guy. But after level 6, the matchup shifted completely onto Mordekaiser's favor. When he hit level 6, it is very difficult for Camille to play and will most likely die once or twice. If the Mordekaiser plays it well and knows the matchup, you most likely will get ulted and you will set up junglers. So you can never walk up too far up the lane if he is level 6. If you go even in this matchup, just go even. It's considered winning. If you get to Triforce unscathed, you're in a good position to carry. You just wait to scale to late game where you can win against him like in every metric possible. Okay, that's the overview of this matchup. Play really respectfully level 6 until Triforce. Next up, we need to learn what is Mordekaiser. What is his champion supposed to be doing? What his strength and weakness is, so we can know how to counter that. First off, the passive, just disgusting passive. It's just free damage and it pushes wave. It has no cooldown and it has very easy activation. Next is his Q. His Q is on a low cooldown, 8 seconds on rank 1, but he's gonna max it first, so it goes down to like 6 and 4 seconds. So it's really low cooldown. It's a free poke and it can push wave. The isolate damage is quite high. Not at level 1, but at like rank 3 you start to feel it. Next is his W. It has a huge shield, meaning it has a huge potential to make play. He can knowledge check you with this single skill. The huge shield and the sustain. Next is his R. His R is just no counterplay. If you walk up, you press his R, he will get incredibly tanky. He will steal your health, your stats, your like armor, your magic resist, and he will just run you down, right? And he can use it to set up gang as well. Camille's R ultimate is basically mini Mord ultimate, but worse. So you can imagine who's gonna win, right? Camille cannot win against Mordekaiser after level 6. It's just no way around it. So, how to counteract this passive? First up, you need to learn how to short trade. W and then walk up, auto attack him once, Q and then walk away. Or maybe double tap Q. He needs to hit you 3 times in order to proc his passive. You need to dodge his E. That's like a key spell to dodge. Because his E is so fucking slow and it's just super easy spell to dodge. If you get hit by E, you need to work on your movement. If he gets E, Q, auto attack onto you and then he proc passive immediately, what you need to do is Q him and get your movement speed and then speed away. Use W to create more gap, slow him. You need to disengage immediately. You do not want to fight him when he has his passive up. And if he hits the fucking passive, he will get push lead immediately. He will immediately get priority because he will walk into the lane, just shred everything. Everything in his path. You will get the fucking push lead. At that point, you need to consider giving up the push lead and play for the bounce instead. Never E onto him without any advantage. If you E onto him, you may be able to deal some damage and then speed away. Use your W to create some gap. But if you mess up and you get pulled by his E, 40%, 50% of your HP gone. It's just not that good. Next, his Q is on a low cooldown, free poke. To counteract this, you need to stay in the wave to reduce the damage, right? And then you take the rune second wind. Rank 1 is not that hurtful when you stay in the wave. Something you can do is you can walk in and out of his range. Pretend that you're gonna go for a last hit. Use your Q. Your Q has 50 range, right? W. When he has his W stacked up, that's when you know you don't fight him. If he has push lead, he will be able to stack his passive up. If he doesn't have push lead, it's just like Renekton. If Renekton has a push lead, he can contest the wave, he can stack the Fury however he wants. You need to concede the push. If Mordekaiser has fully stacked W, there's no way you win anything. Play around it. Sometimes you just use it to sustain without even stacking it up. That's when you punish. That's when you go for the kill. When he uses W like disrespectfully, next one is alt. The most annoying thing ever about Mordekaiser is his alt. The way you counter it is to play well, to be patient, and to give up what needs to be given up. Never stay low HP. If you stay low HP, it's just in a range that he can just flash out or something like that. First thing first, you need to get to Triforce. Yeah, just make it happen. But in case you get altered, don't panic. If you have space, don't immediately like run away from him. Maybe run away a little bit and then walk in and then walk out to bait his Q. If you can bait one Q with spacing, or you can somehow juke the E, juke the Q, then you're probably gonna leave. And then if his Q coming up again, you use your alt, you dodge it, move around. Don't panic. All right, don't panic. Next, on to his weaknesses. He is a really immobile champion and he's quite weak in level 1 to 5, so he's gankable. He has no mobility. He's really gankable. He's not like that juggernaut like Darius that he can 1v2 right from the get go. He is a little bit weak. He's really a good champion to gank. Next is your his E. His E is high cooldown, easy to dodge, the easiest spell to dodge ever. Late game, he has really bad scaling and no versatility whatsoever. This champion is so limited, he can just run at people, run them down, and press alt and smack, smack, smack. It's really limited, just a walking tank, walking fortress. And then his W needs to be stacked up, right? If you don't give him the control of the wave, if you don't let him just poke you for free, give him up the control of the wave, he cannot stack his W. He can only just press it, double tap it to just heal. What you want to do about his early game, his weak early game, and slow push, take some good trades. If you get level 2 first, yeah, slow push, get a push lead, get level 2 first, then take some good trades. Then you can look to all in him with Ignite. If he doesn't die, you can just let the wave rebound and then poke him down with W and then set up again. His E, 18-second cooldown. To dodge it, you just need to walk perpendicular to Mordekaiser. His W, you should run grass. So if you run grass, you can better take control of the wave. You can zone him off the wave, you can sustain back with grass, and then you can build better slow push that way. And then you can remain in control of the wave. Don't let him stack his W, he cannot do anything. Late game, he has bad scaling and no versatility. You can do everything better than him, literally everything. You can duel him 1v1 better, you can split push faster, you have more map control, you can lock down ADC, like you can access the backline and then lock them down. Mordekaiser cannot access the backline, yeah? He needs to like walk up to him and then flash, maybe they flash away, yeah. Slow champion, slow. Okay, so let's get to the game plan. What should be going through your mind when you fight against this fucking fortress? First, you need to get a push lead. Really important. And you need to know when to give up the push lead, alright? The concept is just if you're stronger, if your champion is stronger, you can get a push lead. But if they contest it and you trade and you lose more HP than him, you're gonna die. You have to concede the push lead, right? If you get a push lead, meaning you need to auto attack the wave. Just walk in the lane, auto attack a couple of times. If he come in, he kill you, you W back, right? You retaliate back with your W. Your W is really good to land a what we call a double value spell. Is when you use your spell to hit both of the enemy and the wave as well. Get double value to get the push lead and also to do damage back and heal you. Okay, you get level 2 first and then take some good trades. You level up your E. W first, then E. You E onto the wall, jump in his face when he's level 1. There's no way he can stack like passive on you, right? Because he needs to auto attack, Q, and then auto attack again. Like we have passive, 100 shield. We have attack speed steroid. We have stun. So really good trade with E and then W back. And then you just need to all in him with ignite. When you like level 3, you get your Q. Just slow push and then all in this guy. Next, if you can all in him, maybe he used D shield. Maybe he's kind of playing safe. You just need to crash the wave and play for the rebound. Crashing the wave is really tricky concept to learn. Mainly, you need to time the wave properly. So, if you get level 2 first, you can take some good trades. You can all in with ignite. You can crash the wave. You have more option. And then, if you all in with ignite, you successfully all in them. You crash the wave and you recall and TP back right away. Don't save your TP. It's not season 14 anymore. TP has lower cooldown and it's really slow to use, meaning it takes more time to reach there. And if the enemy jungler is topside, you cannot TP onto your minion wave, right? You TP onto your minion wave that is like probably gonna be in front of the enemy tower like this because the wave is just rebounding back. You're gonna get collapsed on by the enemy jungler and the enemy top laner, right? So what you want to do, crash this wave, right? Crash this wave, instant recall, and then TP back to your tower, regen back to half HP, and then you press teleport. And then you buy item in the middle of the animation. And then you come back to lane really fast, and then you don't lose as like maybe one minion worth of XP. It is more safe. It is more safe because Camille doesn't have flash, right? If you don't have flash as Camille, you only have your E. And if the enemy jungler is Pantheon or a Briar is just disgustingly annoying against like Camille. She can so reliably cancel Camille's E. You don't want to teleport up far in this lane and then get chunked. Maybe you get away, but you get chunked and you already use your TP. You cannot play the wave anymore, right? TP to your tower, walk up, maybe lose 1 XP. If you're sharp, you don't lose anything, but just practice it. Mhm. Next is if you don't kill him, you get some good traits, but he doesn't die. He doesn't. He respects the level 2. He play really conserving his HP. Just play for the rebound. Crash the wave and let the wave rebound back to you. Spam W, and when it's time for him to crash the wave, right? Mordekaiser people, when you're desperate, when you're desperate to crash the wave, people will use all their skills. Their fucking E, their fucking W, fucking Q. They will walk up so opposition. They will try desperately to crash the wave. That is when you punish them. If you poke them down first, that's when you punish them. With the ignite that you haven't used yet, you save it for this kind of situation. That enemy got the rebounding wave back and they're trying desperately to crash the wave and set up a recall. You don't let them do that. You catch them off guard when they use everything on the wave and then you finish them off. Or you set up a freeze for an all-in or jungle gank. As I said, Mordekaiser is really vulnerable to gank. You can just set up a freeze and then call in for your jungler. Next is the hardest section of the gameplay that you need to be aware of is level 6 after level 6, right? If you don't have any advantage on him, if you don't get any kill, you don't get any CS lead, you don't get any HP lead, not get any item lead, you cannot walk up the lane. I mean, walk up, I mean, be right here, away from your fucking tower and away from the terrain that you can use to escape. You cannot walk up at all, just at all. If you don't know where the enemy junglers is, it's a no as well. Low HP is a no. Far away from your tower or terrain is a no. And if you don't have ultimate, if you're down in level, you don't have summoner spell, you don't have TP, it's a fucking big no. You cannot walk up to this champion at all. If he decides to be a dick and freeze the wave, that is where you get behind. It's just there's just no way around it. If he can play well, he set up a freeze. It's sad. It's sadly, but maybe you have to just bait him as much as you want, as you can. where he must want to use his Q on your wave, or yeah, you walk up to him and then walk in and out, in and out, in and out, and to bet his E, to bet his Q. But if he outs you, he's gonna win. Your priority is to finish Triforce ASAP. Just don't think about anything. Don't think about fighting for grabs. Don't think about TPing to help your bot laners. It's just nothing you can do because he is so much stronger than you in everything. Mordekaiser mid game is so strong. If you out someone, they're gonna die. Right? Use any resource necessary to get to Triforce. You take some trade. You is around 6 minute mark. You can go for a river like honey fruit in the river at the 6 minute mark. You buy refillable, which is really good to in the laning phase. Use TP back to lane. Don't be stingy about TP. Yeah, if you need to use it, you need to use it. If you don't need to use it, if you the mods decide to be a dick, maybe recall in the bush, make him think that you recall. Maybe he push something. Use some tricks on him. Make use any mean possible to let him like not freeze the wave. You can have some fun, right? Never ever call jungler in for help after he hits six. Never, never call in jungler. Unless the jungler can do the Mordekaiser like himself, like Briar. So many times jungler wants to help you, yeah, they want to help you. But Mordekaiser can just alt him away and kill him and take his stats, and you lose the lane because he has the Q, he get the XP, he get the stat, you cannot fight him, he go back to base, he get item advantage at you. Never call in your jungler for help because you cannot 2v1 them, you can just 1v1. And then after you get Triforce, that's where you can start to think about jungle gang. Maybe you need to take some couple of good trade first, actually. If you have Triforce, that's one item, right? And the mod has his like Riftmaker or Leandries or Rylai's. 1v1 is still kind of scary. If you can get just one good trade first, maybe you can win, right? But to be safe, to be sure, wait for your ult, wait for your ignite, wait for his W to not be stacked. Take a couple of good trade, maybe he's like 70% health. He is far up the lane. You all in him, you dodge his Q. It's possible that you kill him in a 1v1 all in. And this is where limit test is kind of acceptable to learn this champion, to learn this matchup. You're gonna die probably because fighting Mordekaiser at level 6 to level 9 is still very dangerous. If he outs you and then the jungler come, you're kind of fucked. But limit testing is fine. If you have Conqueror, this is where Conqueror Camille can do better than Grass Camille. For the beginner, I would recommend Conqueror and play really safe with the D shield, maybe just to get early game and then get to Triforce unscathed. Here's one way to approach it. One way to approach this matchup is to use Conqueror. It's so much better when you go like toe to toe with him in the Death Realm. Conqueror gonna give you so much power to do him. Lastly, you use your ult to dodge his Q, and then you kite around with your Q. Just walk around him, like really get in there. Really, if he misses one Q, and then he use Q again, you dodge it with your ult. And lastly, about the late game, this is where Mordekaiser is weak again and you're strong again. Your game plan is simple. You want to take tier 2 towers. As a top laner and as Camille as well, Camille is a champion that has like the most expensive item list to buy. Right? She really does need gold on her hand. You need to play quite selfishly. Play for tier 2 towers. They give 700 gold each. Plus, maybe you take 2 or 3 minion wave along the way. That is what one like 1200 gold and applying pressure as well. So tier 2 towers is your main priority. Not team fighting. If you're winning against the Mord, just push for tier 2. Tier 2 turrets are worth so much. If you can get top tier 2, then bot tier 2, you're going to be carrying the game, right? Push when your team is applying pressure on the map. It's really important concept. If your team is all in base, meaning you are alone in the map that is shown to the enemy. The enemy is like a moth drawn to you, drawn to fire, which is you. If you're the only one shown in the map, they're all going to come for you. So you don't want that. You want all three lanes to be pushing up quite far. You want to ward a couple of entrances in the jungle to see who comes and go in the top side jungle. You want to see if anybody respond to your teammate push at all. If they respond to your teammate push, maybe you see three people in a map and then maybe two missing. You can push for tier two. You can 1v2 a little bit, yeah. You have your E. Your E is really good to just get away. Always check for enemy team position and objective, right? If you apply pressure, Camille doesn't need to help team get objective that much. You can play selfishly, you can get tier 2 in return, just tell your team not to grieve and play up 4v5 and then lose objective and then lose the team fight as well. Right? You don't need to all in or kill anyone to expand your lead. This is really important as well. Really important concept. You don't need to just push for the kill. You don't need to just go in the tower and then YOLO and then maybe you misplay, maybe the support come and then you die. That's throwing away your lead. You can just expand your lead by taking nearby jungle camp. Just take grubs, take crux, take scuttle crab, get get some wards down in enemy jungle. Maybe rotate to mid lane to make a play. Applying pressure is really annoying. Just be there like a fucking mosquito. Just walk around, not staying in the engaged range, just like somewhere that they can see, but they cannot touch you. They cannot touch you. You have some safe passage to get away. But applying pressure, meaning they need to decide whether to go to force some team fight or just engage on you and then you're gonna waste their time. Yeah, you cannot die at all costs. People may be misunderstood that hey, I am fed already. I can die. My team can I'm allowed to die once or twice when I'm this far ahead. This is a completely wrong way of thinking. If you die, what's gonna happen is your team will int. Your team will int. They will all die as well. They think, hey, I need to make something happen because top lane is getting crushed. They're gonna push. They push. They're gonna get collapsed on, and the whole team is gonna die. Please, if you split pushing, do not die at all costs. You will lose the pressure you build up all the time. Like of all the time that you build up the pressure, like the enemy team cannot decisively make a solid play. When you die, you give away a huge amount of shutdown to someone, and then you lose the pressure as well. So stay high HP with Hydra, and then learn some E angle like the escape angle where you can use your E, and then learn to buffer CC with your E. I have some mechanic guide in my channel to teach you how to buffer CC with Camille's E. Really useful. And then after tier 2, you can look to help the team more. Camille really strong in skirmishes in the jungle as well. In the jungle is where it's really chaotic, right? It's really chaotic. Imagine yourself Captain Levi of the Survey Corps. Yeah. In the jungle where he kills Zeke, like fight against Zeke, like so many angles you approach the enemy ADC from, they're not gonna see you coming from like fog of war in the jungle. You have a lot of terrain to work with, so many angles that you can engage onto enemy carry, and then just blow one carry up, and then you win the team fight. That is all. If they come one by one, she can kill them really fast. Kill one people, and then after one people, they're gonna be at like overextended our position, use your E, use your alt, clean up everything. Camille's really, really good when you are far ahead and then you catch the enemy off guard one by one. You just one man and then your team apply pressure somewhere else. You alone can take like three enemies one by one. Yeah, one by one you can take like their top, their mid, their jungler is really amazing how you can play Camille. She is very versatile champion. She can team fight. She can catch enemy carry. She can split push. She can get objectives. She can do a lot. That's about it about this mashup, this Mordekaiser mashup. I hope you learn. I hope you learn a thing or two about playing top lane, the fundamentals, the mid game, the late game, the objectives, how to see if your team is up to par with you on the pace of the game. All right. If you like the video, please leave some likes and comments. Consider subscribing because I'm doing this. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers fast. You can help me with that. See you guys in the next video. If you like this content, let me know so I can produce some more mashup guide for you. This is really detailed. See you. God bless.